Everyone could use some help with some legal advice from time to time, and we have the perfect law office to help. Laura Dellutri is here to introduce you to the law office of St. Surin Caruthers. Good morning. I'm here with Gishard St. Surin, CEO of law firm of St. Surin Caruthers, and Janice Caruthers, who is the COO. I want to thank you both for being here this morning. And you've been joining us every week, and viewer response is great. Everyone's learning information, and today we are talking about time sharing modification. Now, I'm not an attorney, but both of you are. And just refresh us, because I know we talked about time sharing for our newer viewers.
Well, time sharing is when you have a timetable in place where, you know, how many days, how many overnights that the child's spending with either parents.
Right.
And it is part of the parenting plan as a whole, which pretty much structuralizes the child's life once a parent is either divorced or once, you know, they have child custody and child support in place.
Okay, and what can you do if one parent won't let another parent have the child for the summer? I'm sure that happens.
Well, the smartest thing to do is address it up front when you initially establish the time sharing schedule. You're supposed to consider things like their summer vacation, their school schedule, holidays, things of that nature. But of course, as the child grows and their schedules change, sometimes the child can spend the entire summer with you, but if they're going to football camp or basketball camp or things like that, you may need to make modifications of that.
Right.
And if the parents can't agree, then they can go back to court, and the court will reconsider those issues and make adjustments as necessary.
Well, and it's so true. Sometimes the kids are with one parent in this area, and that's where all their friends are, and that's where they're playing the football games, and they don't want to go all the way across town to be on another, you know, team or something like that. So it makes perfect sense that they would want to modify. But what are the factors that are considered, I mean, by the courts when it comes to modifying that parenting schedule?
Well, the court will not even look at it unless you can show a substantial change in circumstances.
Really?
And the substantial change in circumstances, it also has to be unanticipated.
Okay.
So if you already knew that the child was going to go to summer camps every summer,
right,
but yet you failed to address it during your initial petition, the court may just say tough luck and we're not modifying it. So that is why it's very important that the first go around that you make sure that you structuralize everything, and you can try to, I know it's hard to control the what ifs in life. Right.
As the kids get older and things can change.
But that is why, you know, there are attorneys. And, you know, for us, it's law school trained us to always look at the worst case scenarios.
Oh, that's good.
So, that's good for us because we can protect the client's interests. Even though they may not be thinking about it right now, we can foresee some of the issues that can come into play and address it right then and there to help them.
I think that's good. I like that. And then, does it affect the child support once they go ahead and modify that time sharing?
Well, if there's a significant change, let's say one parent went from seeing the child every other weekend to now they're the main custodial parent, or they have the child for the entire summer or things like that.
Big difference.
So, correct. So based on if there's a dramatic change in the number of overnights that the parent has with the child, there may be changes to the child support schedule. So it just depends on how dramatic of a change it is.
Right. So if it's for a whole 3 months, they may look at changing that, and it might be in the best interest of the parent and the child to have the extra money switched around, because they're really not doing the support part of it if they're gone that long.
And at the end of the day, too, whenever you're addressing a modification issue, the factors that the court looks at is what is in the best interest of the child. Now, there are a lot of factors for the best interest, so the best thing to do is, you know, just Google Florida statute, and it's chapter 61.13. So that's Florida Statute, Chapter 61.13, and it will tell you all the different factors that the court looks at. And that's what we as attorneys look at as well, and to check them off as we're arguing the case in front of the judge to make sure to address all of them as well.
Good information, really good. Okay, well now let's talk about the special offer. You can get a free initial consultation. All you have to do is mention the morning blend to receive that. You can give a quick call to 239-288-7664, and you get to talk to one of these lovely people and get a free consultation, correct?
Correct.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we will see you next week, and thank you so much. And we can't wait to see what's on the show next time.
Thanks for having us.
And if you have any questions about any of the guests featured on today's show, all you have to do is log on to our website. That's it for us, and we will see you guys tomorrow.